Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. And in today's episode of the Roadbike Rangers, I'm gonna explain you as a beginner if you need a new bike or a used bike, what are the pros and what are the cons. And yeah, let's start off with an example.
Yeah, so for the example here, I picked a Canyon, an Endurance CF 0.7 for 1,500 euros. It's a decent and good bike. You have a stealth gray and a nice blue, pretty clean bike. Shimano 105 components, like average components. Choose your size, but as I already said, the delivery is in July, so around about 2 months. You have 6 years of guarantee. You can finance the bike through PayPal, so you don't have to care that much about the amount. As I said, it's carbon fiber, 8 kilograms, pretty light bike, and overall looks like a good deal, right? So on the other side, I looked on the used market and I also found a Endurance AL 7.0 with the same components. Unfortunately, we only have one picture here, but this bike only costs 900 euros. So almost half of it, that's 700 euros less. It's aluminum, it's not carbon fiber, but as you can see, it's the same weight as the bike before. The new price here was 1,300. It's a bike from 2016. So it's around about 5 years old, but that doesn't matter because the only thing that counts is the shape, and the shape is how the seller or the owner used the bike before and how many kilometers did he ride with it. So yeah, get a feeling of the seller and contact him, and the 900 euros is probably negotiable.
Oh yeah, and don't forget, if you like this video or have any questions, let me know, give it a like, subscribe, because then I get a good grade for this project. But of course, there are some pros and cons you should consider before you choose, and we're gonna go through them right now. So the pros for a new bike is just that you have this clean and fresh bike you can customize, you know there's nothing on it, it will probably last for years without changing anything, guarantee that really everything works, and usually it's a quick purchase, but as I already explained, during this pandemic you probably have the longest waiting line ever. What are the cons of a new bike? The biggest con is of course the price, especially in the cycling market. Road bikes are very expensive. You will probably get a new bike with very cheap components compared to a used bike. If something happens with your new bike, you probably have a mental sickness because you never want that something happens to that new bike. So you're probably scared of things and treat it more than you should. So what are the pros of a used bike? So the complete opposite is probably the price. You can get very nice bikes for very little money with very good components, and especially as a beginner you shouldn't care too much about how the bike looks and in what shape it is, rather that you can start right away with a good bike and don't care about any scratches, and you should start off with a lot of fun instead of caring about the condition. Also, buying a used bike is that it's very environment friendly because nothing new gets produced. You can spend the money you saved on the bike on your first gear, especially as a beginner. But there are also some cons buying a used bike. For example, trust issues with the seller. You never know if it's a fraud or a fake bike. Is it really carbon fiber? Is it not? No guarantee. You have to replace the parts yourself. And you should also consider the pickup distance. Not every good deal is close by your house. So you should really be patient and turn on the newsletter on eBay or Marketplace. And yeah, consider that you have to wait for 2 or 3 weeks in order to find a good deal. Yeah, so here's my personal choice. As a beginner, I would definitely go for a used bike. The lost value with buying a new bike is very high, and especially right now in this pandemic, you can find very nice and hidden gems on the marketplace. And you should also consider that the biking market itself exploded in the last couple of months because everyone wants to go outside and cycling. So the waiting lines for new bikes, depending on manufacturer, are between 2 and 6 months. So you should consider if you want to start right away, or let's start off with a used bike and get rid of that later on. So to wrap up, make a list with pro and cons, what's the best for you. Be patient, don't rush in any purchase. Look for the right model and size. Don't try to squeeze in anywhere. Carefully read the description. And fifth, if the gut feeling is right, take it. You will get to know the seller and have a little conversation, and you will trust your human instincts. Yeah, so what do you think? Used bike or new bike? Let us know and write in the comments, and thank you for watching.